The Protectors of the Wood Adventure Series, episode number 205, Warnings from Tuck. Abby spent the rest of the day obsessing about her performance at the preschool. She ran through every word, every small interaction, wondering if she had done the right thing. She thought about each child, and Rob and Rose.
Do I fit in? It must be obvious I have no experience. What will I be doing the rest of the week? What will happen when they do school-related stuff?
Worrying about money, Abby inspected the church vegetable garden. She was hungry, and Chi-Chi's gifts were showing off ripe produce already. Abby picked some tomatoes, finger beans, lemon cukes, potato squash, enough for a meal. But all the while she yearned for her forest garden, certainly full of overripe fruit, vegetables going to seed, and hungry raccoons making havoc. And these thoughts brought back her painful embarrassment with Jeremy.
It was all a mistake. How could I have thought of such a thing? Imagine if we had kissed. What would Phoebe have felt? She tries not to act jealous, but I sure think she would be if Jeremy and I had started something. Everyone would find out.
Abby was reminded of the picture of her and Jeremy in the newspaper. That was unbearable. She tossed her spade aside, retreated to the cottage, and lay down, staring at the ceiling. Her thoughts changed, and she dreamed that she was walking in the vast field of her dreamstone vision, leading people around the beech tree between heaven and earth. The tree was so tall that the eye could not see the top of it, and so wide that the smooth, silver-gray bark seemed to have no end. Even to walk around it once would take years. It might take many lifetimes to walk around it even once. But that was the hope in everyone's mind, the only thing that made any sense. And so people followed her, a weary, desperate, but somehow hopeful throng of people. The sun shone through millions of leaves.
Where am I? What time is it? I'm starving, and I left the vegetables outside.
She chose the best, and chopped and cooked, and added the rest of her amaranth and let the stew bubble. Meanwhile, she raked leaves under the maple trees. The unusually dry weather was causing the leaves to fall early. Patches of grass were dry and dying.
I've got to water everything. Everything. Trees, grass, vegetables, and flower gardens, and even the celandine plants that Wendy is so passionate about. Someday I'll show her.
Twilight was turning to dark when she finished working and put the tools away. The crickets were beginning to build their humming noise as more and more joined the chorus. A half moon was rising, with a golden light shining down. She was thinking,
it's a beautiful world. What am I so sad about?
The sound of walking in dry leaves came closer.
Oh, Abby, I'm glad to catch you for a moment.
Tuck glided closer, a shadowy presence in dark clothes.
It's a lovely moon. And the yard is doing beautifully. I've been noticing from my window.
Abby was thinking.
Something's on his mind. Why doesn't he just come out with it?
How's the job at the preschool?
Well, it's not really a job yet. I'm volunteering until the state approves my papers.
When do you expect them to respond?
Rose says any day now.
I thought so. Let me do you a favor and lend you, this, $100 here. I won't take no for an answer. And I don't care if you never pay me back. In fact, I'd prefer it. Just keep volunteering. It's the best thing for you right now.
He folded the bills into her hand.
Oh, thank you. I accept. But why do you say right now? Is something about to happen?
Well, it's this media attention. I'd like to shield you from it as much as possible. If you're working all the time, you'll stay out of trouble.
What kind of trouble do you expect?
Abby was forcing Tuck to come to the point.
Today is just the beginning. Many of the newspapers have been making your disappearance from the coffee shop into a shocking story. Remember how mad those journalists were? They've discovered that mysterious disappearances are popular. On television, they're interviewing people who swear you vanished. Our enemies like to frighten people by making them think you're somehow supernatural. And our friends are interested in this kind of talk as well, no question about it. So, there's an audience, a big audience. And I want you to stay away from it.
You and I both.
Okay. Listen carefully. You simply must stay away from those underground tunnels. I'll say it once and never mention again. You risk arousing speculation about things that should be left alone. And it's only going to get worse when that video with Sarah comes out. You'll have reporters and stalkers of all kinds. You'll have to find ways of avoiding them. The best answer is to be working most of the time and unavailable the rest. You hear me?
Abby nodded.
Good. Enough said.
I was thinking of being invisible this weekend. I'll be gone from late Friday through Sunday evening.
Oh, that will start rumors of your disappearance again.
Tuck was shaking his head.
But I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't. Staying here sounds awful. The bishop will preach some sort of follow-up to my video interview. And there'll be a mob around the church. People will want to argue theology with me. Let them argue with the bishop or you.
There will be police presence again. It won't be that bad, but still, you have a point. It might work if you disappear without any sort of incident. No photographs, no chase scenes, no anything. Just get out of town and stay out until Sunday evening. Maybe the talk will die down. Something else will arise to occupy the public.
That's my plan exactly.
Okay. As little attention as possible.
I'm trying to be normal. Normal people go away for the weekend sometimes.
Good. It is a beautiful night. Take care.
Reverend Tuck, thanks for the $100. I really need it. I appreciate your thinking of me.
To her surprise, Tuck held out a fist, and she met it with her own.
sudden spell came over me, and suddenly I felt it's a magic world, I'm telling you. Mother Nature told me she needs everything that we can do as far as the eye can see. It's way too much, I cried and cried. We haven't got that much to give.
It all depends, my human friend, on how you want to live. You're part of me, I think you know, but who made you a king? We stand or fall as one, you know. We start at the beginning. I tried to speak, do you hear me? I warn with catastrophes, do you see me? I'm in pain, do you think I'm real? Please believe that we can heal.
But what can I do? This can't be real. It's just a bad dream, hard to feel. Let's pretend it would all go away and be back like any other day.
I have spoken from the dawn of time, the wisdom of the grand design. If you are the one who has gone astray, please come back and help today. I'm not high and mighty, I'm alive in all you see. I'll give you a chance to understand. I am even in a grain of sand. I have a message for you, something for all, something to call. Send this message around the world, to the young and old, the great and small. I bring all things together, everything that comes and goes, on foot, on the ground, and flying on wings. I am everywhere you go. Nothing is useless, nothing is dead. I hope you've heard every word I've said, for we are sailing our ship of life through a dangerous storm of strife. And life on earth is in the palm of our hands. I'm hoping we can understand. I'm hoping on a bright new day, together we can find a way. Together we can find a way. All life today, show us the way. All life today, show us the way. All life today, show us the way. All life today, show